much going on here. Righto, Donald with the first free to Anderson. He kicked it down towards the 50-metre line. Donald, Sealake got it back down, kicked it out to a teammate who hand passed it back almost as far as where the first kick was from. Goes out on the wing and a mark taken there by, I think it's Riley Barrack for Donald. He kicks down the boundary line. It's inside 50. Jamie Papadia getting a quick hand pass out for Donald. It's not taken cleanly. Donald pick it up and try to crash through. Lowered his head down. The umpires called it holding the ball against Hayden Geddes for Donald. Sealake with the free kick. Goes for the short pass. Finds Tom Cox for Sealake. He goes for another short pass. Finds his teammate. Once again, another short pass to a player by himself in Wade Donlan. He turns around slowly, then just takes off and kicks it into Max Cahoon. Max Cahoon for the Tigers. Kicks it forward. Finds a man by himself. He hand passes it across to Bryce Delmenico. Didn't come off and is picked up by Cooper Anderson again. He hand passes it out. And they lose control of it. The Tigers just about getting it, but not quite, and it's eventually forced through. And the first score of the match going as a point to the Tigers. Bell Warren quickly kicks it out to Young for Donald. Ross Young kicks on his left foot. Right down the wing, and eventually it goes out and it will be, thrown in? Just about the centre of the ground. Right in front of the Donald dugout. Donald bench. Throws it in. Tap going down to Sealake Nandaly. That's not cleared though. Donald through Jesse Wallen grabbed the ball, but he was held, so the umpire's balling it up again. Sullivan got his hands to it, but it still went down to Hayden Geddes. He gets a hand pass off and another quick one to Ross Young. He hand passes and then it's kicked back and picked up by a Donald player, but tackled straight away, and it's going to be what? It's against Todd Stevenson. Bit unlucky there. As soon as he got the ball, he was tackled, and the Tigers get the free kick. Andrew Brown for Donald comes through but doesn't hold the mark. A bit of scrappy play there. The umpire's blown his whistle and played a free kick to Ryan Leader. No. Ross Young. No. Umpire's pretty particular here. Gives it to Harry Forrest, who hand passes straight off to Ross Young, who kicks it towards the centre, but it's picked up by Chase Tate for the Tigers. He turns, kicks it back towards the centre. It's not marked. Donald with it, tackled straight away, brought to the ground. Loses control of the ball, and it's in a bit of a scrum, and the umpire's pulled out a free kick to the Tigers. Oh no, to Harry Forrest for Donald. He kicks it out wide to a teammate. He kicks further forward, and a nice mark to Jamie Papalia, leading out and going to be kicking for goal from 45 metres out. First set shot for the game. Been playing just over 4 minutes in this quarter. The Tigers are supposed to win, but just about every side in the league, given their right day, can beat most of the others, so we'll see what happens today. Papalia lines up from about 56 metres, kicks, and it's it's nothing. It's out of bounds. On the full, and a free kick to the Tigers. Plays on. A long kick out to the wing looking for Cox, but it beats him, or it goes over the line before he can start controlling it. Throw in goes to Brown. He gets the hands to it. Another hand pass out. Cooper Anderson quickly gets a kick wide, but it's intercepted by Luke Martin of the Tigers. He goes across the ground looking for Brodie Adcock, who takes the mark. Umpire must have called play on. He kicks out wide. A player running picks it up. No, he doesn't. It's Will Simpson for the Tigers, and they're jumping on top of him, and the umpire will presume ball it up. Umpire balls it up. Big leap by Jesse Rowland, tapped out by O'Sullivan though. Used his body well. Tigers with it. It's held in, and it's going to be a ball up right on the boundary line in front of the Donald bench. Well, not right on the boundary line, that's where the free kick was, or the whistle was blown, but it's in. This time Brown gets the tap down. And once again it's held in, and it's another ball up. It's one of the Grants on the bottom of that pack. Brown again taps it over his shoulder, but it's picked up by the Tigers and quickly kicked as he's tackled, but the intercept is by Riley Barrett. He gets a kick off, then a hand pass, and it's, I think that was Polo, kicked it wide to Hayden Geddes, to Ross Young, back, kick, and a mark, and then hand pass across to Ross Young again. He fends off one player, then kicks it long into the attacking zone. Mark's not quite taken, and the ball is forced over the line and will be thrown in at the just adjacent to the point post in Donald's attacking zone. Boundary now with the ball. He throws it in. Tapped out by Sullivan again. Picked up by Wade Donnan, hand passed off. And this time the kick was taken by the Tigers, but it's been picked up by Andrew Brown for Donald. Whoops, almost kicked, slipped over. Kicks it out wider. Oh, good solid mark there. Going to Todd Stevenson for Donald. He's going to have another shot for goal. Similar position to the previous one, a little bit straighter, but similar distance. So he'll be kicking from about 45 metres. Kicks, and once again it's offline and through for 1 point. Boundary running out the back to pick the ball up. Tyson McKenzie going to bring it in for the Tigers. Coming down the grandstand side. Kicks it out, and it's forced over the line and will be thrown in at the half-back flank area for the Tigers. Boundary umpire running well in. Throws the ball up, not a bad throw. O'Sullivan got his hands to it, got the ball down to his teammate who takes off. Kicks down the wing. Tapped out by Donald, but Will Simpson in the lead. Doesn't quite pick it up though, kicks it off the ground. Picks up this time, hand passes out, great hand pass and a snap towards goal, but it's offline and through for 1 point. Bit of good play there that could have resulted in a goal but didn't quite make it, so it will be brought into play by Dyson Bell Warren for Donald. electing to go out the far side. Runs a fair way, then kicks. A big long kick. Nobody marks it though. It bounces well forward. Tigers pick it up. Hand pass out. Another hand pass to Donnan. He kicks forward. His kick's intercepted though. Nobody really in control yet. It's brought to the ground and the umpire says I'll ball it up. Umpire throws it up. Still not cleared out. Donald, dropped the ball, the umpire said. It looked pretty much like that from this camera angle. And a free kick going to the Tigers. I think it was Wade Donnan, and a good mark there to Tom Cox for the Tigers. He's kicking from just over 40 metres out, almost directly in front. Still only 1 point for the game, and we've been playing just over 11 minutes. Lines it up. Kicks, it's a big kick, but once again just gone wide and it's through for a point. Riley Barrack this time bring it in for Donald. Straight into Stevenson. Todd Stevenson takes off, goes for the short pass out to Cooper Anderson, who takes the mark. Cooper Anderson goes back. Eventually kicks it down the wing. A good pass and a good mark under quite a lot of pressure. That's Harry Forrest with the ball for Donald. He goes for the big kick. Ross Young out the back. Eventually gets control of the ball, gets a quick kick down towards the forward flank, and it's intercepted by the Tigers, and they kick it back and find Ryan O'Sullivan by himself taking the mark at the half-back flank. Kicks it to Bryce Delmenico. He goes back, kicks across the ground to Luke Martin. He goes further across the ground to a teammate who kicks it on to Donnan again. Wade Donnan goes across there right over the other side now. And there's Jordan Bath, who kicked it out to the wing there. Donald's intercepted it though. Kicked it back to Riley Barrack again on the wing, getting a bit of the ball. He kicks it down, but at the back of the pack, a nice mark taken by, I think that's Luke Martin again. He goes across the ground. Oh, the mark's not taken, allowing Donald in. Jesse Wallen running towards goal, snaps, and I think he's put it through, and the first goal of the game goes to Donald at the 13 and a bit minute mark of the first quarter. And the scores are Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 3 points, trailing Donald 6 points, or 1 goal. Just waiting for the ball to come back to the centre. We've been playing nearly 14 minutes into this first quarter, and the way it's going there won't be a lot of time on because that is the first goal. Ball goes up. Big leap by Andrew Brown a bit early, and allows the Tigers to get the ball at the bounce and kick it straight down, but it's intercepted by Donald. They come out with a pass to Bath. He kicked it along to Papalia. He's kicked it to Andrew Brown, who takes the mark and hand passes straight off to Young, kicking on his left foot towards goal, and he might have done it again. That's 2 goals in 2 minutes to Donald. Pretty exciting start for them. I'd say probably not expected by the Tigers, but it is only 14 and a half minutes into the first quarter. Scores are now Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers still 3 points, Donald 2 goals, 12 points. Back for the centre bounce. Brown versus O'Sullivan. Tap goes down by Brown and it's picked up by Papaya, who also gets a free kick. He plays on, kicks it down into the 50. The man in front as the Tigers doesn't quite hold it though, allowing Donald in. Gets a hand pass across sideways, and what's happened? Nothing. It's on the ground, it's forced out. Tigers niftily get a kick away. I think that was Polton for the Tigers who got it down to Jai Wright. I think. This time a big kick forward. There's no mark. It's picked up by the Tigers again. They're going across the ground this time and find a teammate. He goes back, passes on for the lead. Oh, almost a good mark to Billy McGuinness, but it's picked up by, not sure who that was. Billy McGuinness, hand pass off, kick in towards goal, and what's he done? He's shifted a little bit wide again, and only 1 point. Kicks out wide again to Tom Houston, down to Andrew Brown. His kick though is a little bit wide, I think, and it will be a free kick to the Tigers. On the wing, just past the centre, short pass into Wade Donnan. Goes backwards and across the ground. Another short pass, looking for Polton. He gets the ball and hand passes it out. There's Jack Polton. He kicks. The ball's been kicked across, picked up by the Tigers, and another big kick out wide. Nobody grabbed it though. Allowing Donald in with a quick hand pass and a weave around, another hand pass, and Josh Potter this time goes the short pass across, and then another short pass to the centre is intercepted by the Tigers. Hand passed out. Another hand pass out and a quick kick. It's up in the air looking for Will Simpson, who takes the ball. Very lucky, he almost looked off then. He kicks it straight away. Not sure who that is for the Tigers there, but Donald will get the free kick. And a nice pass to Cooper Anderson again. He turns, kicks it down. Good body work there by Stevenson to be able to take that mark. He gets the kick off. It's intercepted by the Tigers though. Long hand pass into a man under pressure, and the umpires found a free kick and they're paying it to Jai Wright of the Tigers. Jai Wright kicks it down the wing. There's a pack going to be there and almost a mark by Barrack, but not quite, and it's allowed the Tigers in. A run and hand pass in lines. It's Cooper Anderson's kick though, was smothered by mark by Andrew Brown, who quickly kicked it back, but the Tigers have got it again. They take off. Kick towards the centre, but once again intercepted by Belwarren for Donald, down to Ross Young, who marks it running with the ball and continues on and passes into Grant, who will have a shot for goal from 45. No, he won't. He's gone the pass. The mark's not held though. And the umpire's what? All up or a free kick? He's paid the free kick to Noah Berry for Donald, who will shoot for goal. Once again from probably 40 metres. Kicks, it's a low kick, and it's offline and through for 1 point. First point for Donald for the game. We've we're into time on just. So there's probably only 2 or 3 minutes left of this quarter. Just waiting for the ball to come back to be brought in play by the full-back for the Tigers. He's got the ball now. He's running down for the short pass. Into right again, I think. He goes across looking for Bryce Delmenico. He doesn't hold the mark though. The umpire pays the free kick. And not sure where to kick it. The umpire calls play on. And then he kicks it down the wing. Good mark there to Tyson McKenzie, who takes off and loses the ball. And allows Riley Barrack in with a big kick forward. Once again, there's no mark though, and it's forced over the line and will be thrown in the forward pocket for Donald. It doesn't feel like there's much breeze here, so, and the trees aren't moving much, so a great day for footy really. It's a bit of cloud cover so you don't get the sun in your eyes too much. Ball's on the ground. Papalia snaps on his left foot. There's no mark. Eventually it's cleared out by the Tigers. It bounces over though. I think that's Ross Young who gets a kick on his left foot. Straight in this time too. I think that's also Papalia, so he might have another shot on goal here. It might be Stevenson, is it? No, Papalia. Jamie Papalia for Donald. Once again, probably shooting from about 40 metres. Maybe a bit longer. 45 metres, a good 45 metres, and it's offline again and through for 1 point. Scores now 3 points to Sea Lake. Nandaly Tigers trailing Donald. 2-3-15. Tigers with the ball on the half-back flank, goes to the short pass. Intercepted by Tom Cox for the Tigers. Goes for the pass to Delmenico. Just covering the 15 metres. He goes for a pass across the ground. Oh, bounces awkwardly. Allows Donald to get in, but it's held in and it will be a ball up. Siren to go very soon. Stevenson versus O'Sullivan. Nobody really cleared it though. Great pick up there by the Tigers, but he's caught. Gets a hand pass out. Papalia hand passes out as well for Donald. Runs into trouble, Young does, but his hand pass goes to the Tigers and they clear it straight down the ground, looking for Lockie McClellan for the Tigers. He picks it up, but he's under pressure from Potter. The ball turns over. Potter gets it, hand passes it out. Kick across to the centre, finds Ryan Bath. He kicks it down to the forward flank, but it's picked up by Geddes and then intercepted by the Tigers again. This time it's Jordan Bath with the ball for the Tigers. Brother of Ryan, playing on different sides. Kicks it down, a nice mark to, I'm not sure, Josh Potter I think, but I'm not sure. He kicks it forward and there goes the sign for quarter time. Just short of a mark to shoot for goal, but just too late. And the score's at quarter time. Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, no goals, 3 points, 3 behinds, 3 points. Donald, 2 goals, 3 behinds, 15 points. So a 12-point lead to Donald. going into the second term. Rightio, starting the second quarter now. Todd Stevenson got the ball, but it's held to him, and Luke Martin for the Tigers takes a kick to Ryan O'Sullivan, across to Bryce Delmenico. He kicks it forward to the centre half forward. Andrew Brown there taps it down nicely, and Donald get the ball, kick it out to Cooper Anderson, who takes the mark. Gets up, goes across the ground towards the wing. Player running past, nice kick, nice mark. Kicks it forward, bumped as he kicks it, but his kick is good and goes straight to Todd Stevenson again. Stevenson for Donald. Kicks forward, and a good mark. Good mark to Charlie Cox. He kicks it backwards to the goal square to a teammate. He kicks it forward to the centre, finds Luke Martin. Luke Martin goes out wide to Jai Wright. Jai Wright turns, nobody on him, kicks it forward, straight to a teammate. Another kick forward. Looked like it was to Cox, but the hand pass over the head, looking for Cox this time, but it's picked up by another Tiger. He kicks it forward. At the front is O'Sullivan, who gets knocked in the head, and the umpire is going to ball it up. Great big tap by O'Sullivan out the back. Hand pass cleverly across to Simpson, but the hand pass didn't go to him, or tapped across it was. Wasn't able to pick it up, and it's been brought into a pack for another ball up. Tap out by Brown. It's kicked by the Tigers, and a good mark there to, could be Brody Weir for the Tigers, on quite an angle, not too far out, probably 30 metres out he'll be kicking from, but quite a tight angle. I'm not sure what he's like at kicking on goal, but we'll find out right now. Kicks, nice low kick, but just offline and through for 1 point. The clock is back on, but they've missed about a minute. It's kicked out by Riley Barrick on the scoreboard, I mean. Still going forward. It's held in. The umpire doesn't call anything, and it's going to be a ball up on the outer wing. Sullivan gets there for the Tigers, gets the tap down. Quick clear, but marked by Andrew Brown. Looks for the hand pass, but decided it wasn't there. Goes back for his kick. Goes for the little pass into Riley Barrick. Riley Barrick's looking for someone. His kick's a much bigger kick towards the end of the 45 metre square. Nobody in control. And the umpire eventually decides it'll be another ball up. Just in the Donald attacking zone so far. Ball comes out to the Tigers though. Quick hand pass off, another hand pass off, a long hand pass to Delmenico. He gets a hurried hand pass. Cox there trying to get it, he was held, but the umpire didn't call anything, and he's paid a free kick to Cox this time. Tom Cox fakes, gets around his player, goes for the pass to the lead, but it's intercepted by Riley Barrick again, playing a good game for Donald so far. Goes across the ground, Another kick wide looking for Stevenson. He doesn't mark it. It's picked up by Donald through Harry Forrest. The umpire's paid the free kick to Stevenson though. Stevenson for Donald. Passes inwards. Nice pass. Kick further out. Good kick. Looking for Bath. He picks it up. He's caught. Tackled, and the umpire's paid it against him, and it's a free kick to the Tigers. Cross to Wade Donnan. Simpson, I think that is, for the Tigers with the ball. His kick goes, a centering kick. Tigers get it, play on with the lead. Mark's not quite taken, but it's kicked forward straight away to the lead again. Goes over the pack, and it's through for 1 point. Riley Barrack to bring it in for Donald again. Coming down the grandstand side again. A big kick. Geddes. No, Potter takes the mark for Donald. Josh Potter, the coach, kicks on his right foot. Further down the wing. A good mark there to Stevenson for Donald. Under quite a bit of pressure. Here's a short pass in. Another quick kick forward. And another kick forward and a good mark. Hand passed off by Noah Berry to Harry Forrest, who shoots towards goal. And that is another goal to Donald. Tigers still yet to score a goal. We've been playing 7 minutes 45 seconds into the second quarter. Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, no goals, 6 points, or 6 behind, 6 points. Donald, 3 goals, 3 behinds, 21 points. So the same number of scoring shots, but a big difference in the score. We're back at the centre. And actually the 8-minute mark has ticked over. No real clearance there. And it will be balled up again. Brown versus O'Sullivan. Pushed him out, got the tap, but it wasn't cleared, and the Tigers get a long hand pass forward to Tyson McKenzie, and that's resulted in another point to the Tigers. Pass out. Looking for Jesse Wallen, he doesn't quite hold it. Andrew Brown picks it up, hand passes back to Wallen, who's in all sorts of trouble. He gets a hand pass out hurriedly, not to anyone in specific, and who's got it? The Tigers have got it, but dragged to the ground. Hand pass out, snap towards goal, and a mark not paid. This time Charlie Cox snaps towards goal, but I think it was touched, and what's happened? It's gone out of bounds. Bit deceptive that. It looked like it went through, not out the boundary, but it did obviously, and this time Andrew Brown gets the kick away from that throw in, but it's marked by Bryce Delmenico for the Tigers. Domenico sees a lead, kicks to it, but it's intercepted by Jesse Wallen of Donald. He goes back, taking his time. Goes for a kick out to the wing. The back of the pack, Stevenson tried to mark it, didn't hold it. Donald still have it though. Stevenson gets a kick forward. Bath versus Adcock. Donald now in front, pick it up, hand pass quickly across, but it's intercepted by I reckon that's Wade Donnan for the Tigers, but the kick goes to Ross Young. He hand passes across or kicks it across to Blake Grand, who takes the mark. He goes for the pass in. Back of the pack, the Tigers pick it up and kick it back out. Straight to Grant again. This time he goes across to the centre to Barrick. Barrick the same distance out, but more centred. His pass is a nice pass into Noah Berry for Donald, who's probably going to have a shot for goal from about 45 metres, almost directly in front. As you can see in the background, Donald is 3 times the Charlton score at the moment. It's a nice sort of kick. Crowd seems pretty happy. The goal umpire didn't move and he signalled a goal, so that's another goal to Donald. Suddenly now it'll be 4-3-27. Donald leading the Tigers 0-7-7. So a 20-point lead to Donald at the 12 and a bit minute mark of the second quarter. I doubt there was too many people forecasting this match would have expected Donald to have such a lead at this time. Tap down goes to Brown to Grant, and then a hand pass off and a kick forward and a great mark again to, who is it this time? Same fella, Noah Berry. If he's shooting for goal though, it's going to be from 45 metres. It's a big kick. It's touched right on the line, but the umpire said it's through, and that's another goal to Donald at the 13 and a bit minute mark. There is a bit of a breeze by the look of those flags going the way that Donald isn't kicking. And the score is now Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, no goals, 7 behind, 7 points, trailing Donald, 5 goals, 3 behind, 33 points. And just on 14 minutes gone in the second quarter. Brown ran under it, got his hands to it, but it didn't come clear. The Tigers get a hand pass out. A nice pick up there by the Tigers and a quick kick forward. Bit of quick teamwork there, leading to a shot on goal. Max Cahoon for the Tigers, wearing the red boots. I think Tyson McKenzie's also wearing red boots for the Tigers. Still a fairly big kick this, probably about 50 metres. Right on the 50 metre line he kicks. It's a pretty good kick though, and that's ended the drought for the Tigers, and that's straight through the middle. That's a very nice goal. The wind probably helped it a little bit, but it's a pretty good kick from that distance to allow for the wind and go through the goals. Score is now the Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, 1 goal, 7, 13 points, trailing Donald 5-3-7. 33. So a 20-point lead still to Donald at the 15-minute mark of the second quarter. It is quite cold here. It's not bad though. It's almost ideal conditions, except it probably is a little bit cold. Tap out goes the Tigers' way, but advantage not taken. Donald eventually gets a kick over his shoulder. Tapped out by Corey Elliott for the Tigers, and what's happened? It's on the ground. The umpire's going to ball it up. Umpire throws it up. Sullivan gets the tap out. Donald has the ball and the umpire balls it up again straight away. Sullivan versus Brown. Brown tries to grab it, doesn't hold it clearly though. And what's happened? A wild hand pass, and Max Cahoon kicked it, but a good mark there taken by Dyson Bell Warren for Donald, and he's kicked it out to, I'm not sure who this fella is. Big kick on his right boot to a pack. There's no mark. Donald at the back of the pack, they kick it forward, and eventually it's forced over and will be thrown in. Grant versus Cox there, and no real winners because it went over the line. Boundary throws it in. O'Sullivan picks it up, fakes, then kicks forward, but straight to Andrew Brown, who took a very unusual looking mark then. Kicks it straight across to Houston. His kick goes astray though and allows Brody Weir in with a short pass to Simpson, is it, for the Tigers? Will Simpson. Should be a goal for the Tigers, I'd say. Simpson is a fairly good goal kicker. And it is, there's no mistaking that. That's a very good kick. It didn't even look like it was going to miss. Straight through the middle, and another goal to the Tigers. 18 minutes into the second quarter. And the score is now the St. Lake Nandaly Tigers 2 goals 7-19, trailing Donald 5-3-33. Central umpire now back at the centre with the ball.
Let's go.
Comes in, throws it up. Tap going Brown's way for Donald this time, down to Jamie Papaya, who gets a kick off just, but it's picked up by Luke Martin for the Tigers. He kicks out wide, finds Chase Tate. He turns, kicks and finds a teammate again. Another kick forward. This time though, intercepted by Jesse Wallen for Donald. He goes back, taking his time, looking for the right kick. Goes for the short pass, but it's intercepted. The Tigers get a hand pass out and another hand pass across, and a kick forward isn't marked. It's picked up though and snapped towards goal, and it's offline and through for 1 point. Ball coming into play down the grandstand side again. Big kick looking for Andrew Brown. He's in front. Can he mark it? No, he can't. Tigers keeping the ball in play. A long hand pass goes astray though, and it's intercepted by a Donald player. He kicks it towards the wing again. Once again there's no mark, and Kane Donnan this time got the kick out for the Tigers. Kicked along the ground by Chase Tate, but it's intercepted by Donald. They hand pass it back. Tigers have got it again. Tom Cox puts it out in front, but too far in front, and there's no mark. The umpire's come in though. He's found some other free kick, and he's paying it to Donald. Calls play on straight away. Andrew Brown there on the wing takes the mark. Looks for the pass. Go into no man's land. Stevenson trying to come through. It's Blake Grant. Hand passes across to Hayden Geddes. His kick goes forward, but it's intercepted by the Tigers, and the short pass comes back to Jordan Barth for Donald. Umpire calls play on. He kicks it big down the wing, and it's intercepted by Andrew Brown. Playing a great game for Donald. Stopping a lot of the balls. Oh, almost a good mark. Certainly well steeled by Hayden Geddes across to Young. Young kicks it forward, goes over the back. Donald's still in the lead for it. Brady, I'm not talking about Tom Houston for Donald, had it there, but was under too much pressure to be able to do much with it. This time it's cleared by the Tigers. Hand pass across. Good kick forward, but there's a big pack there. There's no mark. Tigers come out with it. It's turned over though, and running into an open goal is Noah Berry for Donald, and puts it through for another goal. It's now the 22.5 minute mark of this second quarter, but there has been quite a few goals this time. The clock up here doesn't show 22.5 minutes because they didn't turn it on till the game started a little bit. The scores are Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 2 goals, 8 behinds, 20 points, trailing Donald 6 goals, 3 behinds, 39 points. And back for the centre bounce. Brown versus O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets up, the ball lands for Brown. He gets a hurried kick off, goes up in the air. Donald still have control of the ball though. He's on the ground. The umpire's going to allow him to do that, and we'll ball it up. Cooper Anderson gets a quick kick out wide to Geddes. Geddes goes for across the ground, finds Ross Young. Ross Young keeps running over that way and kicks wide to the lead. Mark's not taken. They both fall over. That was Stevenson, a hurried kick by Sea Lake. Doesn't clear it though. Donald pick it up and is tackled, and the umpire says he didn't have a prior chance, and I'll throw it up, thank you. Siren could go any time, although there has been quite a few goals this quarter. Ball's thrown in. Comes forward, but it goes back out, and it will be another ball in. Another out of bounds ball in, boundary throw in. There it goes. O'Sullivan taps it over the back of his head, a nice tap. Found a teammate, but what's happened, it's been turned over. A good kick forward by Donald. Long hand pass forward, bounces. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Geddes gets a hand pass across. The kick goes forward to Noah Berry, who takes another mark. He quickly goes back, plays on, comes off the side of his boot, and almost a mark to Adams, but it had touched the Sea Lake player first, and it will be a ball up. 35 metres out directly in front of the Donald goals. 25 minutes gone in this second quarter. Tigers this time come away with it. Oh, bounces awkwardly there for the Donald player. Allows Sea Lake to get back into it, and it's stacks on the mill, and will have to be another ball up. Free kick going to Brody Weir for the Tigers. He quickly passes forward. There's no mark though, but it's picked up by Simpson. He gets a hand pass out. The umpire said it took him too long, and it's a free kick to Logan Geddes for Donald. Logan Geddes taking his time. Kicks out wide. Jesse Wallen. And there goes the siren for the end of the second quarter. 26 and a half minutes played in that quarter. And the scores at half-time here at the Sea Lake Oval are Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers, 2 goals, 8 behinds, 20 points, trailing Donald, 6 goals, 3 behinds, 39 points. So a 19-point lead to the Donald team going into half-time. Rightio, we're back for the second half. Umpire throws the ball up. 19-point lead to Donald at this stage of the game. Will Simpson, and passes back, looking for Cahoon. Simpson got it again, he's tackled, brought to the ground. And it will be a ball up. Half forward flank area for the Tigers. Free kick going to O'Sullivan, who will be shooting for goal, probably. Be a big kick still, and against the wind, which has picked up here a little bit. The wind's picked up and the temperature has dropped. It's freezing cold here. Well, not freezing, but very close to it. It's a high kick. It's not going to get the distance. Big thump forward. Long hand pass out. Snap towards goal. Is offline and through for 1 point, allowing Donald to take the kick in through Barrick, runs out, kicks it, using the wind to the best of its ability. It's right back at the centre of the ground, gone past the centre of the ground. Donald have the ball. The umpires pulled it back though, and Stevenson with the ball for Donald. Kicks out wide, short pass to Geddes. Geddes kicks a big kick forward again, a big leap but no mark. Tigers with it. Short pass. And it's forced over the line and will be thrown in. Forward pocket area for Donald this time. Throws it in, tap out going Tigers' way, but they didn't actually pick it up. Cooper Anderson gets a hurried kick forward. Tigers intercepted, and it's carried over the line and will be thrown in by the boundary. Ten yards around from the point post. Kick in the air. Nobody's in control, and now it's going to be a central umpire ball up right next to the goal square. Snap towards goal is marked, well, it looked like it was marked by the Tigers, but it wasn't paid. And it's gone out of bounds and will be another throw in. This time 15 metres around from the goal, from the boundary point post. Throws in, low trajectory throw, nobody clears it, and the central umpire once again will ball it up. He throws it up. Tap out by Donald, goes straight to a Sea Lake player. He gets a quick kick off. Bryce Delmenico cleverly got the ball out to McClelland, but it's been intercepted. Donald have it. He runs straight into trouble, and it will be a free kick to Mackenzie, I think that was, for the Tigers. He hand passed it off, and then it's kicked forward, and this time it's marked by Will Simpson. Just inside 50, he takes the short pass to the player running past. He plays on, kicks towards goal, and he's bombed it through, I'd say. That's a goal to the Tigers. It was a quick play from one end of the ground to the other, and suddenly it's 3 goals, 9. (27) Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers trailing Donald 6-3-39, and we've been playing almost 5 minutes in the third quarter. So the Tigers have had more scoring points, 12 playing 9, but Donald's still in the lead by 12 points. Tap out going to O'Sullivan. Umpires found a free kick to the Tigers. Quick pass across to Delmenico. He plays out wide, finds Chase Tate. Tate turns, plays on, kicks the pass, doesn't go to the right player though, and Donald at the back of the pack able to pick it up and kick it forward to Ross Young. He hand passes off to the player going past, and a big kick forward, taking advantage of the wind again. Been good at doing this so far. Donald had the ball, the umpire's called play on, got rid of it, and it's a free kick now going to the Tigers. Jack Poulter kicking it across for the Tigers. To O'Sullivan. Another short kick. Looking for Delmenico. Didn't get it. Brown intercepted and kicks it forward to Stevenson. Takes the mark. He kicks across the ground looking for Geddes, but it's a little bit high, and it allows the Tigers in. And he's run too far. Tyson McKenzie. And they're paying a free kick to Jesse Wallen, who quickly plays on. Kicks it forward. Donald there, but tackled. They pick it up again. Tackled too high this time, and a free kick. Going to Will Noble, I think it is, for Donald. It's a big kick. Took one step and it's kept in play. The Tiger's in the lead. Bounced awkwardly though. Another Tiger backing up, picks it up, hand passes wide, hand pass across. Short pass this time looking for Brody Weir, but it's intercepted by Riley Barrack for Donald. Riley Barrack kicks forward, leaps there, the mark's not. The Tigers get a long hand pass out, tapped cleverly by O'Sullivan, hand pass across to, I think that's Mackenzie again. He kicks it forward looking for Cahoon. Cahoon picks it up, goes for the short pass to the Mackenzie again running past, kicks it forward. Donald intercept and the turnover's happened, but he's brought to the ground and it will be a ball up, I think. Ball up or a free kick, I'm not sure. So Billy McGuinness for Select Nandaly Tigers actually getting a free kick. And he'll be kicking from 35-40 metres out directly in front. This should be a goal. He's a major goal scorer for the Tigers. Kicks. Looks like a good kick. Is it straight? No, it's offline and it's 3 for 1 point. So a bit of a let off for the Donald boys there. Riley Barrack to bring it in. Looks like a big torpedo kick. Huge torpedo kick. There's no mark darts on the ground. It was almost back to the centre of the ground, that kick. And clever tap by Cooper Anderson there. Lets Donald in. Jesse Wallen taking the mark on the wing. His kick. Further down to the half forward looking for Brown. He doesn't hold it. Donald though have the ball. Stevenson took off, kicks in towards the goal square. Oh, great mark. That is a great mark there too. Is that Geddes, is it, for Donald? A lot of pressure. Hayden Geddes, captain of the side, going to be shooting for goal from 35 metres out. Bit of an angle. Not an easy kick, but he should be able to do it, I would think. And it looks like he has. Everybody's pretty happy about it. The goal umpire signals a goal, and that's another goal to Donald. Look at those flags though, they've got quite a breeze, and they really at the 10-minute mark haven't scored a heap this quarter. So it's 3:10:28. Select Nandaly Tigers trailing Donald 7-3-45. So 17 point. That's not 17. What is it? A 17-point lead to Donald at the 11-minute mark of the third quarter here at Sea Lake. Brown versus O'Sullivan in the ruck. Big high throw up. Tap out. Not going anywhere. Brown got it. Caught for holding the ball, and it's a free kick to the Tigers, to Wade Donnan. Quickly takes off. And kicked out of bounds. Is that on the full? No, it's not. Umpire to ball it in. Umpire throws it in. Donald pick it up. Hand passes put off and thrown out of bounds. And a bit of a kerfuffle going on here between. You can see who the Sea Lake one was. Tom Houston for Donald. Might have been Cox, I don't know. Tigers with it. Billy McGuinness snaps it in towards the goal square. bounces past everyone. Donald, player in the lead, gets a hand pass out. Max Cahoon for the Tigers. Bends around with it, gets the ball, and the umpire's paid what? A free kick to Donald. I'm not sure what that would be for, but they got a free kick for that. Fakes it, gets caught, got the ball away just in time to another teammate, but he's tackled straight away and brought to the ground, and it will be another ball up. 13 minutes gone in the third term. Ball goes up. O'Sullivan gets his hand to it, but it isn't cleared, but eventually it is. Who's that? Cahoon kicks towards goal, and that's straight through the middle, and that's a goal to the Tigers. I think that was Cahoon, but I'm not sure. It might have been Mackenzie. And the game is suddenly tightening up a little bit, so Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 4 goals 10-34, trailing Donald 7-3-45. So only 11 points in the game now, and still 7 or 8 minutes to go in this final quarter, and Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers will have the wind advantage in the final term. Unless it drops, of course. Tap out, going Donald's way. Papalia at the back doesn't quite pick it up. The Tigers do. Their kick though goes up in the air. The mark's been taken by the Tigers. Quickly kicks it out wide, looking for Mackenzie. Doesn't mark it, but another Tiger picks it up, kicks it forward. Donald has it, gets a hand pass out. Another hand pass wide. Where are we? There we are, right down in the forward line. Tigers got the ball again and start bringing it back, but this time it's kicked out wide and will be a free kick to Jed Adams for Donald. He goes for the short pass. Mark is taken by Noah Berry for Donald. Taken a few good marks today. He's going to have a shot for goal. He's right on the boundary. He's not that far out, but it's still a very good kick. Kicks. Doesn't get the distance, and the Tigers are running away with it. He's caught. Cox was caught, but he got the hand pass out to Donnan. His hand pass back to Cox didn't work, and they're fighting over who's actually got control of it at the moment, and it's out of bounds and will be thrown in. Ball comes in. O'Sullivan in front. Donald with a snap towards goal. I think he's bombed that too. That is an amazing goal. Just got the wind the right way and straight through the middle, and that brings the score back out again. But as you can see by those flags, the wind has really picked up now. The score is Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 4 goals 10-34, trailing Donald 8-3-51. So a 17-point lead to Donald at the 16.5-minute mark of the third term, as the central umpire throws the ball up. O'Sullivan versus Moore. Moore got his hands to it but didn't get it cleared. Tigers almost had it but lost it again, and the umpire's going to ball it up. Try and break the deadlock. Ball goes up. And the umpire's paid a free kick. This time against O'Sullivan to Andrew Moore. And it looked fairly obvious from here. So his kick goes in, but it goes straight as it's supposed to Ross Young. He's still outside 50. He's got a big win behind him though. It's a big kick. Touch through for a point. Brody Adcock this time bring it in for the Tigers. Going down the outer side this time with a short pass to Tom Cox. He goes for another pass. Player by himself. He kicks it down the wing to another player by himself in Cooper Allen. His kick though goes a little bit astray, and it's allowed the... Well, it did allow Donald in, but they didn't take advantage of it, and now I think this might be Tyson McKenzie with it for the Tigers. Takes a bounce. Kicks a big kick forward towards the goal square, and a good solid mark in defence by Riley Barrick for Donald. His kick going back out the way it came, goes over the pack, picked up by Papalia, hand passes sideways. Another kick and the ball goes further down the wing. Grant gets a kick into Young. Young goes back. Looking for who to kick it to. Umpire blows his whistle to play on. He kicks it in. But a good solid mark to Martin. I reckon that was for the Tigers. His kick finds a teammate. He plays on. Kicks it back down the wing. Player by himself takes the mark for the Tigers. He goes for the short pass in, looking for McKenzie again, who's played a pretty good game for the Tigers. He plays on, centering kick, finds Cahoon, who's also played a good game for the Tigers. Red Boots might do something for you, I'd say, by the look of them. He kicks it in. Who's he got? Looking for the hand pass. He's right on the 50-metre mark, so he's probably not going to kick a goal from there, I'd say. Not with the wind like it is at the moment. So that's Lockie McClelland. He kicks it across to possibly Wade Donnan. I'm not really sure. And his kick goes over the pack and is marked by, where is he? Adams. Lost the ball there for a sec. Umpire's played a free kick to someone. Tigers. That's Adams again with the ball. Kicks it forward for Donald. Found Blake Grant. He kicks a big kick, looking for Josh Potter and finding him. Josh Potter for Donald goes back. The coach. Big kick inside 50, but at the back of the pack it's taken by the Tigers. Looking for somewhere to kick it. Eventually decides to go across the ground with a big kick. Finds Chase Tate. Chase Tate plays on. His kick looking for Ryan O'Sullivan, who umpire blew the whistle for the mark but didn't then keep going, and a nice kick by the Tigers down to Lockie McClelland. His kick in isn't marked properly though, but he backs it up and has kicked a goal. He took the crumbs from that mark and just played on and booted it straight through the middle, and the Tigers are back in it again now. Where's our scoreboard? Gone past it. There we go. So we're well into time on. The score is Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 5-10-40, trailing Donald 8-4-52. So a 2-goal lead to Donald. We've still got probably 3 or 4 minutes to play in this quarter. So with a win like this, a 2-goal lead's not a huge lead, I wouldn't have thought. Free kick going to Brodie Weir for the Tigers. He goes across to Max Cahoon. His centering kick to Tyson McKenzie, who turns around, plays on, kicks it forward. I think that was Will Simpson by the sound of the crowd. His kick goes to Chase Tate. He picks it up, kicks it in. The big leap was way too soon, but he timed it well and took the mark. That's Dyson Bell Warren, I think, for Donald. He kicks out wide, finds Wiley Barrick. Riley Barrick taking his time. Goes for the short pass, finds Blake Grant. Blake Grant is given 50 metres. That's a bit of a freebie for Donald, I think. He passes in, finds Jesse Wallen. Taking the mark, he turns around, kicks it out wide to the lead, and a good mark. Should be able to kick that with the wind. And he's done it. I reckon he's done it. That's Ryan Bath for Donald. Another kick, another goal just before 3/4 time. It'll be a very handy goal for them going into the 3rd quarter break. So it's 5-10-40 Nandaly, trailing Donald 8-4-52. So only a 12-point lead to Donald. I thought that would have made it another one, but anyway. I must have had the score wrong in my head, I'd say. 12-point lead to Donald. Umpire throws it up. O'Sullivan gets a quick kick. In the lead though was Barrick. Ball held in there by Geddes holding the Sea Lake player. He really couldn't get rid of it, so the umpire said, I'll ball it up. Still inside the 45-metre square, but favouring the Tigers' end. Umpire throws it up. Tap goes down. Donald had it through Tom Houston, but he was held and couldn't do anything with it. This time O'Sullivan gets a tap forward. Tigers with it, but he's dragged to the ground straight away, and it will be another ball up. 26.5 minutes played in this quarter, so the siren could be going any time now. The ball goes up. Can the Tigers get another goal before the siren goes? It's up their end. In their scoring zone, it's really just one lucky kick. Can they beat the siren? The ball goes up. Tap going Donald's way this time. Cox for the Tigers gets a kick, but it's too late. There goes the siren, and the score at 3/4 time there. That's better. It's an 18-point lead. Is Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers 5-10-40, trailing Donald 9-4-58. So an 18-point lead to Donald at the final break. So only 2 scoring shots different now, so starting to even out a little bit. Rightio, the Bulls are going up for the last quarter here. Brown and O'Sullivan again. Clearance by the Tigers, which is what they'd be after, a good start. Donald diving, desperate. Central umpire to ball it up just inside the 50-metre zone. Another ball up. Quick snap in towards the goal square. Big leap, no mark, it's on the ground. Tap through, and that'll be a point to Sea Lake Nandaly and a Donald's ball through Riley Barrack. Taking his time, he's been clearing it pretty well, certainly from the other end he was. Just a big kick looking for Brown. Nobody marks it, Sullivan with it, kicks. Big kick is out of bounds on the full and a free kick to Donald. It's Barrack again, I think, for Donald. Kicking down the wing, O'Sullivan and Brown. Brown takes the mark in front. Used his body well and his long arms. Taking a good mark. Goes back. Kick further down the wing. Almost a mark to the Tigers in front. Clever play by Donald to get that ball clear. Bounces over the pack. Luke Martin almost in there, doesn't quite get it. The Tigers get it though. Delmenico for the Tigers with it. Hand pass wide. Find Adcock, I think, down to Jai Wright. Jai Wright for the Tigers. Goes back behind his mark for the kick. He goes for the centre. Finds Wade Donnan by himself. He takes a bounce, runs down. Kicks out wider again. This time to Luke Martin. He passes out looking for Cox, I'd say. Tom Cox picks it up, weaves around, gets around his player, takes a bounce. Kicks from just outside 50. And what's happened? Free kick there going to Dyson Bell Warren for Donald. Umpire eventually blows his whistle to play on, or calls play on. The kick goes out, and a mark, a great mark really, using his body to keep everyone out, and took it on his chest basically. Kicks down the wing. He's found a teammate in Barrack again, who's played one of their best players, I'd say, for Donald. Had the ball a lot. And kicked very well. I think if you were measuring the metres gained, he's probably gained an awful lot, but this time the ball has been turned over and a free kick going to the Tigers. He quickly passes to the lead. The mark's not taken though, allowing Donald through. Quick kick. Might have been too quick. Ball spills out. Oh, kick smothered, well smothered. And a free kick going against Josh Potiphar in the back. Wade Donnan picks the ball up. The umpire calls play on. He gets a kick forward and it's marked in defence by a Donald player. He decides to go across the ground to Barrack. Barrack waiting for everyone to get in the right position. Then he takes off, kicking way out the other side of the ground to a player by himself, takes a mark. Umpire calls play on again. He kicks down the wing. Big leap. There's no mark. It's on the ground. The Tigers have it. And the umpire will ball it up. 5.5 minutes gone in the final quarter here at Sea Lake. Ball goes up. Sullivan over the back with the ball, but Donald is there. Pick it up out to Bath. Bath kicks it into Anderson. Anderson hand passes it off to the player running past. He kicks on his right foot towards the 50-metre zone, and a good mark, good solid mark. Quickly plays on to the lead, and the umpires paid the mark to the Tigers, to Charlie Cox. He goes out wide. Another kick out further, right in front of the scoreboard there. 6 minutes gone this quarter. He kicks it into Jai Wright. Jai Wright goes back. Still a 17-point margin. Wade Donnan gets a quick hand pass off. Quick kick is intercepted by a Donald player in Barrack. Barrack kicks sideways, finds Geddes. Hayden Geddes kicks it and found his player, but he couldn't hold it, and it's allowed Ryan O'Sullivan to pick it up and get a kick off towards the goal, but Donald's intercepted it again. Who's got control there? Still Donald. Hand passing towards the goal square. It's picked up, kicked out. Geddes again. Can't mark it this time. It's too big for him. He hand passes through the pack. Finds a teammate. He goes for the short pass and has found Harry Forrest. Harry Forrest goes back. Kicks out towards the wing looking for Josh Potter. Potter doesn't quite mark it. The umpire blows his whistle. Owens played a free kick to Potter. He quickly goes for the pass towards the centre. And a good solid mark taken there by a Donald player. Umpire signals play on. He kicks the big kick down the ground, comes down at the front. Cox gets a hand pass across, another hand pass, and Cox has got it again. He kicks it out. Oh, good pass, and almost a mark, but not quite, to Will Simpson. The Tigers still have it though, out to Will Simpson again, across, didn't see who that was, but he got a kick up this time. Looking for McClellan. He doesn't quite mark it. He's still in front though. Kicks it off the ground, or kicks it along the ground. But Donald has come in and picked it up, and it will be a ball up inside 50 in the attacking zone for the Tigers, where it's been pretty much most of this quarter. Umpire throws it up. Moore got his hands to it. It's not cleared though. The Tigers have it. Hurried kick. Doesn't really favour anyone, but suddenly the Donald team has it through Barrack. He goes for the hand pass through. Quick kick sideways for Donald, who's got it. Barrack coming in there. Didn't have the ball. Umpire's going to pay the free kick. Umpire eventually says play on. He runs around him. Nice kick forward again. And it's intercepted though. Tigers kick it straight back the way it came. A big kick though, looking for O'Sullivan. He shepherds out, and Bryce Delmenico is able to get a clearing kick. Going right down there, there's no mark taken, and the ball is out of bounds and will be thrown in forward pocket flank area for the Tigers. Boundary umpire coming in. under instruction from the central umpire. Throws the ball up. Moore at the back tries to grab it but doesn't quite control it. Allows the Tigers in and Max Cahoon to shoot towards goal, but it's gone right across the face of goal and out on the full, and a free kick to Tom Houston for Donald. Just waiting on that little kid out the back to bring the ball back in, which he does. Nice kick to Houston. Taking his time. Where's he going to kick it? Goes for the big kick to the pack, looking for more. It's forced down and out of bounds and will be thrown in just outside the 50-metre zone. And we've almost ticked over 11 minutes here in this final term. Very low scoring quarter so far. Ball comes in down to Moore. It's not picked up well by Grandin. It's allowed the Tigers in. Ball goes over the back. Quick kick forward by Donald. Did well to get rid of that, but the Tigers are in the lead. Can they pick it up? Playing soccer there, Domenico gets the ball though, and eventually Donald turn it over, and Jed Adams gets a kick forward, looking for number 49, but found number 40 in Jack Polton for the Tigers. He goes for a pass in and has found his teammate in Tyson McKenzie again, I think. And he's going to shoot for goal. Still going to be roughly 50 metres. But he does have the advantage of the wind helping him along here. This could be a very timely goal for the Tigers. And that's pretty much straight through the middle. That's a great kick. The ball went a long way through. And that is a goal to the Tigers, and really suddenly it's a pretty tight game. Where are we? 6-11-47. Sea Lake Nandaly Tigers are still trailing Donald 9-4-58. So an 11-point lead to Donald at the, 12.5 minute mark of the final term. Back at the centre for the bounce. Moore versus Sullivan. Sullivan clearly got the tap this time. And the umpire's paid advantage, and that's a big advantage when he's blown the whistle and everyone's stopped. But the ball now right down in the point post in the Tigers' attacking zone for a throw-in. Boundary umpire throws it in. Comes down, Donald coming out with it. Kick though going to Tyson McKenzie. He's also played a great game for the Tigers. Having another shot for goal. This time he'll be kicking from 50 metres at least. And whilst the wind's going his way, it's not directly behind him anymore. It's not a bad looking kick all the same, but it's offline and through for 1 point. Donald straight away bringing it back in, this time through Dyson Bell Warren. He just kicks it straight out to the flanks to Riley Barrick. So that adds 20 or 30 metres to them just from that, but his is only a short pass in. He finds Ryan Leder. Ryan Leder's pass those intercepted by the Tigers. They kick it straight back to the attacking zone. Oh, good mark there to Riley Barrick again for Donald. Big kick forward. Cox, big kick, but I think it might have been out on the full, and a free kick once again taken by Riley Barrack. His stats are going to be pretty good. His kick goes in and a nice diving mark to Jamie Papaya, who cleverly outfoxed him, but then he lost the ball in the bounce. Hand passes off, and another free kick he's getting this time. Grabbed him too low, grabbed him by the legs. Umpire must have called play on because the player came in behind. Caught or marked by the Tigers, and now Jack Polton with it. A hand pass across to Wade Donnan, who steadies from 50 metres, kicking towards goal, and it's forced through again for another point. Another nice kick out, getting distance but intercepted by the Tigers. Hand pass forward, not taken cleanly, allowing the Tigers in again. Cox and Houston there battling it out, but the umpire said I'll ball it up. Tigers with it, but brought to the ground by two Donald players, Pearce and Adams, I think. Umpires throwing it up. Oh, great tackle there, but Donnan almost got through, but the umpires paid a free for not getting rid of it properly, and Jesse Wallen taking the kick for Donald. Kicks it out to the wing. Looking for Papaya, who takes the mark. Umpire calls play on. Kicks a high kick. And the umpire's paid another free kick. This time going the Tigers' way. I didn't see what that one was for, but it's a free kick to the Tigers. Taking his time. Umpire eventually once again calls play on. He kicks it. It's a big kick. Almost a mark. Not quite. Nice one-handed pickup. Tyson McKenzie breaks around the pack, shoots towards goal, but it's offline and through for another point. So they're catching up by points at the moment, the Tigers, with their inaccurate kicking now coming back to the fore. 19 shots to 13 shots, and still 7 points lead to Donald. It might be 8 points lead. Jack Polton's got the ball, a long hand pass across to Ryan O'Sullivan. He snaps towards goal and has not missed, and that is a... Oh, yes he has. The umpire has signalled a point. Everybody else was pretty sure that was a goal, but except for the goal umpire, and he signalled a point. And we're just waiting for the ball to come back to get back into play. Well, perhaps we're not. Perhaps it is in play. Sorry about that. This time Tyson McKenzie again with the ball, kicking from about 50 metres. I didn't see that ball come back into play at all then. Tyson McKenzie lining up from 50 metres directly in front, kicks. It's a pretty good kick. This time the crowd is very excited, and he's put it through. And suddenly there's very little in it. 1 point the difference. Just approaching time on. We've been playing about 19 minutes in this quarter. Score is just gone to an ad, naturally enough. 7:15:57, Sea Lake Nandaly trailing Donald 9-4-58. So 1 point the difference, and we are into time on. So Donald have pretty much led the whole game, except for the first couple of minutes, I think. Free kick against Donald there. He didn't have the ball and he was held. Brody Weir kicks it in to the safe hands of Will Simpson. Will Simpson is going to have a shot for goal from 50 metres out. As I said before, he's a pretty good goal kicker. It's a long kick though, that's 55 metres at least. Kicks from one step inside the outside the 45 metre zone, and it's offline and out of bounds on the full. So he got the distance, just not the accuracy. And Riley Barrack to bring the ball back into play. So we've probably still got 4 or 5 minutes left. 21 minutes played. Big kick in to Andrew Moore, who just stood in the middle of the pack and took the mark. That was a very big kick in and a very good mark. Andrew Moore this time kicks it high in the air. Cooper Anderson there, and a big leap by someone for the Tigers, not sure who that is. He kicks it across the centre, finds Brody Adcock. He doesn't mark it. The umpires brought it back and paid a free kick to Cooper Anderson this time for Donald. Not sure why again, but a big kick. And a mark to the man in front there for the Tigers. Umpire calls play on. Takes the kick to Ryan O'Sullivan, who marks it. He hand passes across to the player running past. He kicks it forward, looking for Billy McGuinness, but the ball is forced over the line and will be thrown in half-forward flank area for the Tigers. Donald just unable to get it down their end at the moment. The momentum seems to be flowing with the Tigers. The Tigers have the ball, but the umpire is going to ball it up. Still 25 metres out from the Tigers' goal. Far side of the ground, he throws it up. Another throw up. Ball being held in very tightly. The time's ticking away though. That's 23 minutes gone. It's only a point the difference. 57 plays 58 in favour of Donald at the moment. Ball still inside the Tigers 50 metre zone. Ball goes up. Tap out going the Tigers' way. Picked up by Donald. Ball is dragged to the ground. The umpire saying it's held to him, and he's going to ball it up again. Tap out. Comes down to Donald. Kick. Where is it? Down on the wing now. Jack Polton gets a centering kick to Brody Adcock. He quickly plays on. Kicks on his left foot to the lead, and he's found who he's looking for in Max Cahoon. He turns and does the short pass to the lead again. The mark's not taken. Tyson McKenzie's got to be caught, but he isn't. And it's allowed the Tigers to get a quick kick and a mark. This time he'll have a shot for goal. This is Billy McGuinness for the Tigers. The wind is blowing down the ground towards the goals. He'll be kicking sort of across the wind a little bit, but the distance certainly won't be a worry. It's just whether he can allow for the wind properly. It's 50 metres he's kicking from, or maybe a little bit more. You can see the arc just there. Just outside 50. It's a big kick to the goal square. Donald get the hand pass out, but it's not cleared. Kicked up in the air by the goal umpire has called it a point. The boundary umpire signalled it was out. The central umpire has intervened and paid the out of bounds, and Jamie Papalia to kick it in, looking for Andrew Moore. He crashed through about 10 players to get to that. That was a very good mark by Andrew Moore. And there goes the siren, and Donald has won the game here at Sea Lake. That is probably the most biggest upset of the round and possibly for the whole competition. That is amazing. Donald 7-15-57 Donald 9 goals, 4 behinds, 58 have defeated Sea Lake Nandaly on their home ground, 7 goals, 15 behinds, 57 points. So really looking at that, it's just inaccurate kicking. It's almost double the scoring shots, but just not able to capitalise on it, and that has allowed Donald to take away the 4 points today. Donald by a point. Huh? Pretty amazing. And the last quarter, the ball was pretty much inside their 50 zone for probably 80% of the quarter, I reckon. Anyway, I better go. So. Ooh. Thanks very much for that.